Bad handshake. Bad way to start the night. Hate weather. Where I live, I never had to check the weather. Not to check the weather here every day. The other day, I was asking my roommate, what's like the percent chance of snow? And he's like, 30%. I said, you'd be fine. You don't need anything with a hood on it. I said, are you kidding me? Do you not know how percentages work? I said, if there's a 30% chance that you're gonna die today, are you gonna go outside? Read, learn how percentages work. Even if there's a 5% chance you're gonna die, you're not gonna go outside. It's ridiculous. I miss my mom sometimes, so I FaceTime with her, but my mom's really health conscious, so she always judges me. I was drinking Coke, like a glass or whatever, and she saw it. It's like, when you will grow up. And she's like, she always says that. I don't know why. She's like, when you will grow up. Like, she speaks perfect English, but she always does that. And I was like, that has nothing to do with that. I'm drinking like Coke. This is nothing. And she's like, yeah, but that's unhealthy. That's bad for you. So I said, yeah, big deal. And then she saw that I had like a big bottle of it, right? Like a 1.5 or 2 liter bottle or whatever. And she said, why'd you buy so much? When will you grow up? And I was like, I bought so much because it's cheaper. And she's like, so because it's cheaper, you'll buy more. Like, because obviously that means I'm consuming more. And I'm like, yes, Mom, obviously I'll buy more if it's cheaper. It's an economical decision. I'm growing up. I think you're the one who needs to do some growing up. Everybody have a good time? Good time? I'm going to take this opportunity to make some new friends. Anybody has a name that starts with a W or a V? Anybody in the audience? No? Damn it, we're not making any friends tonight? God, there's so many people, not one of you has a W or a V in your name? God. No. Alright. So, I explained why I was asking if there's a W or a V. See, my people, the Indians, we have a hard time with the letters W and V. We mix up the pronunciation. That's so like, if you said water, I'd say water with a V. That's not how that works. Like, movie is movie. Like I have a theory for this, because we learned English from the inventors of English. The British came to our place and they taught us everything. They must have fucked with us. There must have been some point back then where like the British guy was drunk, he's like, let's fuck with the Indies. Let's do it. Let's fuck with the Indies. And it's like, what's an Indie? And it's like, Indies, it's a cool nickname for the Indians. I added a little spice to it. You get it? Because they're Indian. So it's like, we'll start with pronunciations. We'll fuck with them for an entire generation. And like, we learned English from the makers of English. You don't understand. Like, they pride themselves on their language. Sometimes they'll like refer to them, what are you? Are you British? No, I'm English. Sometimes they refer to themselves as English, their language, which is insane. But that's fucked up, because now for years, we suffer with this mix-up in letters. And now you're like, oh, they're stupid. They can't learn, they don't know how to, no, we just learned it wrong. That's not our fault. Our teacher was an asshole. It was a dick. My one friend in high school, he had a pretty bad Indian accent, or we like to think it, and we made fun of him a lot. I remember there was one movie night. He was movie night, prof, movie night. I was like, wait, what's with the cows? What's with the moves? He's like, no, movie night with a V, with a W-V. But anyways, yeah. Another thing that I don't get at all is like some expressions, and some expressions piss me off. One is like the invention of like sliced bread. Like, why do people say, oh, that's the greatest thing since sliced bread? Listen up. Bread was invented in like 10,000 BC. It took them till 1928 to learn how to slice it. Are you kidding me? What were you doing with your sandwiches before? Using 2 giant loaves? Cut it. That's ridiculous. The greatest thing since sliced bread, you know how much cool shit has come out since sliced bread? Like, come on. Like, there's the internet now. There wasn't the internet before, where he's like, oh, I'd rather have my bread sliced than be able to do nothing for hours and hours. That's insane. That's insane. Color TV was invented in 1953. In 1953. You're saying, so that's not even cool. Like, oh, black and white's fine. I want my sliced bread. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Velcro on your shoes, 1948. That's been saving kids' lives for years. For years. God. sliced bread. That's ridiculous. Yeah. That's like saying, that's like a hot girl coming up to you and saying, oh, I want to have sex with you, but I want to use his dick. The entire point of slicing your bread is that there's enjoyment in slicing it. You got to pick the sizes. When you go to a store or whatever, you don't get like the right slices or anything, so that's annoying. Anyways, that's what I said.